Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow, the Pikachu solo run. This is the quiz gym. It's like the quiz master in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. But you know what, I don't care. Pokemon quiz. Okay, it's like Chuck Quizmo. Get it wrong, and there's like one of the questions here that is really dumb. Like it's the one about like Caterpie evolves into Butterfree. This one. And the answer is yes. But the answer isn't, like, yeah, in the long run, Caterpie evolves into Butterfree, but Caterpie doesn't evolve into Butterfree. It's Metapod that evolves into Butterfree. What a jip. It's just so dumb. It's almost as bad. It's almost as bad. It's not anywhere near as bad. It's almost as bad as that, like, thing where they're like, oh, Arbok evolves into Seviper. That thing that was on the television show, on the cartoon or whatever. Do you know that thing they got rid of in do you know that thing they had instead of like who's that Pokemon? That thing where they'd be like, oh, if you have like this Pokemon, which is like the strongest Pokemon. It was also so like inaccurate. But yeah, of course, like even I remember getting pissed off over that when I was small, and you're talking about like a 9 or 10-year-old child here, and here am I going like, that's not true, Caterpie doesn't evolve into Butterfree, Caterpie evolves into Metapod, a Metapod evolves into Butterfree. It's like, get over yourself. Like, it doesn't matter, all you have to, if you get it wrong, all you have to do is fight this jackass anyway, so it doesn't even make a difference. Just get over yourself. We defeated a burglar. I wanted an Emperor burger, and he got me a cheeseburger. Get yourself that double cheeseburger. We're not starting with that again. Wait a second, I didn't even have to answer the quiz. I talked to that other guy and he didn't do anything. Well, I was going to say you're the Pokemaniac, but you're not, you're the super nerd. So yeah, the last 4 days when I was sick, the last 3 days I was at work, but the last 4 days before that, all I was doing was lying around watching things. Like watching films and watching television programs and things like that. Like I watched Black Swan again. I don't know how many times I've seen that film at this stage, and it's like a shame because I really love that film. Like I really like it, but I have like a really like strong dislike for CGI special effects in like live action films, like a really like strong dislike, because I'm not able to suspend my disbelief for it, if you know what I mean. Like I never have been. I've never been able to like suspend my disbelief and allow myself to be tricked into believing it, or that kind of way. So I've always thought, ever since I was small, and like I grew up like when computer generated animation was becoming a thing. Yeah, I know I can do it. Think you can do it. But oh dear, repels effect wore off. No. That's stupid. Even though like didn't like someone in the cartoon have 10? Like that in the cartoon there were like more gyms that you could go to that you could get badges from, that other trainers might have gone to, because there are obviously like more towns and things like that. And Saffron City actually used to have 2 gyms, so then there would have been 9. Because like Saffron City used to have 2 gyms, that fighting dojo used to be a gym itself, and then Sabrina was like, this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, even though it's the biggest city in the game. And she just like used her supreme skills and type advantage to boot out the karate master, or boot him down to this, like, from being a gym to just being a regular Joe. But yeah, like getting back to the point I was talking about, like I grew up when CGI and like really started to like come in and be used more and more often and things like that. Like for example, I grew up when the Donkey Kong Country cartoon was a thing. It wasn't even a cartoon, it was just all computer generated, and it just looked so bad. And then like films started doing things, like live action films started doing things as well, where no it is only ever possible for one Poliwag to evolve twice. It has like 3 potential Pokemon, like it's a branch evolution, but like still it can only ever evolve twice. Well, in this game anyway, because there's no Politoed. But yeah, and then like live action films started putting CGI into them as well, like when they remastered the Star Wars film and they put that stupid Sarlacc head into it, and it just looked so silly and so dumb. And it's like, it's the same, like you'd think people would have learned their lesson, but no, 2010, over a decade after that stupid Sarlacc mouth, like, you have them putting like computer generated effects into Black Swan or whatever. And it just looks silly, you know, and like it's really disappointing for me, because it turned like that's the one thing that sours that film for me, because it turns like what is like one of my favorite films ever into that film I wish I could love even more than I already do, you know, because it's just so good. But then you have like all those, like especially like you have like those silly like feather effects and things like that when she's like at the end when she transforms, and the wings just look like really fake because they're computer generated animation. It's like when I was talking about the Krampus the last day. The Krampus doesn't use hardly any computer generated animation whatsoever. The Krampus is almost all like the Krampus film, except for like one. I'm not even reading the questions, I'm just gonna answer yes to every question. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Krampus film like only uses computer generated animation for like one aspect of the whole film, really, and it's something that wouldn't have worked otherwise. Other than that, it uses like all puppetry and animatronics and things like that, and just looks so much more real. It's like with Jurassic Park. Like Jurassic Park 1, the first one, looks more real than Jurassic Park 2 or 3 with all like the CGI effects, just because like more time and effort and money was put into animatronics and puppetry than into computer generated crap, you know? I'm not even like looking at the answers. It's Tombstoner. No, obviously that's the TM you get when you beat the Undertaker. The Undertaker. It's like, I still can't get over like that part in that John Cena video where they say the Undertaker. It's just really funny, like the way it's almost like they say it like twice as fast as like you'd actually have to say it. It's like the Undertaker. But yeah. It's like that Charlie Brown film, the new one. I remember that film was on over Christmas, because it's like almost exactly a year old, or would have been like exactly a year old at Christmas time. Like the new Snoopy and Charlie Brown film. And I remember like I hadn't seen it when I was in the cinema. So I watched it when it was on television at Christmas time, actually on Christmas Day of all days. And I was like really pleasantly surprised. Like I was really pleasantly surprised by how kind of faithful, oh, there's Blaine. By how faithful it was like to the original humor and the original characters and just the original philosophy of Charlie Brown itself, and of Peanuts or whatever, because it just had like all of the original elements, and it wasn't kind of like pepped up, and it wasn't kind of happied up. It was still kind of like morose and kind of sarcastic, just like the humor that everyone loves from the original comics and things like that. But it's like in that test where like they think he got a full score because the names got mixed up on the tests or whatever, and the full score was like just a happy face. That's like what it's like me doing this quiz now. But yeah, I suppose we're gonna go fight Blaine. I didn't even need to heal except for the PP. I gotta have that PP. What do you mean I can't like walk behind that Rhydon statue? It's ridiculous. I wonder who actually decided, like, do you know when, like, Pokemon use a substitute? Like, when in, like, Pokemon Stadium, or in this, or in any of the games, really, they always use, like, a small Rhydon. Oh, there he is. I almost, like, walked right past him. Hey Blaine, my man. What's shakin', bacon? I hope you have burn heal. You'll see my hands, or at least my face. And why does Blaine in the cartoon look completely different to Blaine in the video game? And Blaine, insane in the mem, Blaine wants to fight. He sent out Ninetales. Insane in the Blaine. Insane in the membrane. Like, why does Blaine look completely different in the cartoon to how he does in this? That's what I'd like to know. Like in this, he's like some bald guy. Okay, don't get into your habit of just trying to like steamroll everything. These aren't like those puny burglars or those puny wimps that were inside in the Pokemon Mansion. This is Blaine, which is level 50 Pokemon, and they're actually going to be tougher than Sabrina's Pokemon just by virtue of the fact that they actually have good defensive stats some of the time. And that Arcanine probably knows Fire Blast. Isn't that the TM that you get from him, TM38? Or is it, like, I can't even remember, like, whether there's... No, there is a TM38 in this, isn't there? I haven't been using Double Team in ages. Maybe I should start using it now. Yeah, that might be an idea. What if I just, like, keep healing up and he keeps, like, killing himself with the recoil? That'd be funny. And look, I can't even, like, heal up to full health. This might have been, like, a very bad idea. This might have been, like, an extremely bad idea. Oh my god. Like, how much damage is that doing? Is that doing more than 80 HP? Let's see, I have, like, 134 now. Oh, it missed. There we go. Well, let's just, like... I wonder if a Thunderbolt can take him out. The old Robotnik would have made it... Oh, here we go. Reflect. Like, I care. Watch this, I'm just gonna throw you. Pikachu is just gonna pick up your Arcanine and throw it across the room. I almost feel just like there's just a ridiculous amount of satisfaction which comes with Pikachu using Seismic Toss on all these really gigantic Pokemon, like Snorlax and Arcanine and things. The Volcano Badge heightens the special abilities of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too. Yeah, TM38, Fire Blast. Charmeleon or go away, speak for yourself. It's like telling me what Pokemon to have. I don't even have any Pokemon that can learn it unless Charmander can learn it. Which he probably can, but like I'm gonna teach that idiot. That idiot, like I'm gonna bother teaching any Pokemon any moves that I'm not even going to use. So yeah, that's the Cinnabar Gym. Done and dusted. What do we do with our time now? Suppose we withdraw the other two Pokemon and head on up to Viridian City. There's not really anything else to do except to take on Giovanni. Here they are, Bill's PC. I'm a PC. I'm a Mac and I'm a PC. Isn't that guy that's in like the guy that was the Mac in the I'm a Mac ads? Like, that's the guy, like that actor. And it's that guy who's in that Tusk film where he gets transformed into a walrus, that horror film, where like the crazy psychotic scientist turns him into like sews all bits of bodies onto him to turn him into a walrus or whatever. I might actually watch that today. Why not? Will it join the list of other films that I talk about in LP videos as, oh, I really want to watch that, and then I don't ever end up watching it? Probably. Anyway, thanks a million for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Yellow, the Pikachu solo run. See you next time when we head on up to Viridian City and take on the gym there. Bye now.